Hi everyone, this is Jane here from Crystal Sparkles Readings. Just here to pop down your cards for next week, which starts on the 6th of April. So I'm here to just have a little shuffle and see what the tarot and our oracle cards have for us to look at this week. Let's just have a little look and see. Okay. Right, okay, so first of all, from the black and white Faulkner deck, we have the Star. So, excuse me, the Star is fabulous because the Star is all about staying focused on our hopes, dreams, wishes, all of that kind of thing. It's about staying focused on the hopeful, and it is a card that talks about that. It talks about hope. It talks about us staying focused on our wishes, focused on what we do want, not what we don't want. There's an awful lot of focus at the moment on, bad news, depressing news. And yes, there are some really terrible things happening in the world right now. There really are. But if that is your sole focus, that just creates such difficult energy to live in. So I think I was probably saying last week, I've been restricting myself to literally one look at the news each day. Excuse my nose, just 1 second. I've got a bit of a. I need to sneeze, I think, is what I actually need to do. But you know what it's like when you actually need to sneeze, or you feel like you're going to sneeze, nothing happens, does it? So excuse me while I blow my nose. There we go. That's that. Hopefully that won't do that again. So excuse me while I just put my hand sanitizer on. Blown my nose, therefore must sanitize hands. Okay, so all good. There's a lot of focus on news that is not good. And whilst it's important, obviously, that we stay up to date with what we need to know, overloading ourselves constantly with bad news, depressing news, it's just not good for us, really. So I've kind of restricted myself to just watching the daily update, which they do. And I don't even watch that, I read it, just because I find that easier to pull back from. If you're an empath and you're seeing people talking about things that are depressing and sad, it's difficult to kind of tune out from that energy. So that's why I've kind of restricted myself to just reading it once a day. And then I'm kind of trying to stay focused on the positive. What can I do now? What am I able to do right now that is good for me? Finding your joy in each day. Even if it's just a tiny little thing. So that's what the Star says, really, is focus on your joy and your wishes and your hopes and your dreams, rather than being in this energy of this horrible, terrible thing that's going on. Because you focusing on it 24/7 sure ain't going to change it. So let's have a look and see what we've got with the textured tarot. I'm going to keep using this deck for probably the rest of April, unless I feel drawn to something else. I'm going to do this one for now, and see what we've got with this lovely tarot deck. So here we've got the Ten of Swords. So the Star and the Ten of Swords are almost like complete opposite ends of the spectrum. They really are. They are talking about. A Star is all about hope and wishes coming true and all of that. And the Ten of Swords is kind of that, where you get to that point where you're just like, do you know what, I'm done. So the Ten of Swords actually, if you read it in its most positive light, it talks about drawing a line and starting again, that new beginning, that wiping the slate clean, and just moving forward with a clean slate to build on. And it's interesting, isn't it? Because the phrase I always associate with Ten of Swords is wiping the slate clean, and that's what we've been doing all the time, isn't it? Wiping everything blooming clean. You know, hands clean, surfaces clean, wipe everything down, all of that kind of stuff. But you know, keep doing that stuff. Keep cleaning. Keep wiping things clean. Washing your hands and all of that, but also wipe your energy clean. So in the same way as I was saying about not getting too stuck in this constant 24/7, how many more people have died? How many more people have died? And yeah, it's awful. But seeing it 10 times a day, like I say, really isn't going to change it. And it just is, it brings you down so much. So our guidance for this week from the tarot is to stay focused on the good, to stay focused on the hopeful, and also to be able to just kind of wipe our slate clean a little bit. We're in a new normal, you know, hanging on to what we used to do, what we used to be able to do, what we now can't do, doesn't help us in any way. It's just kind of makes us sad. So the Ten of Swords is kind of saying, you know, wipe that slate clean for the time being. This is your new normal. Find the joy within that new normal. So that's what the tarot is saying. I'm just going to have a little shuffle. I put down one of Brian's oracle cards from Brian's deck. Just have a little look and see what he's got to say for us today. Okay, so here we've got Brian. There we go. So, appreciate what you've got. Look at what life has given you already. Start enjoying what you have before you rush into something new. Some would say you are blessed already, you know. Now, many people may not be feeling that blessed at the moment. We may be feeling restricted and closed in and, you know, held back. But, you know, in comparison to some people, if you're healthy, then you're blessed. Have a roof over your head, then you're blessed. You have some food in your cupboard, then you're blessed. So start to try and count the things that are good around you. That's what the star also says, you know, focus on what is good, appreciate what you have. Because when we appreciate what we've got, we start to manifest more of the good stuff that we want. So, you know, come into the moment and focus on what you want and what you want to manifest for yourself, not what you don't like. So it's about staying out of the negative energy, really, and staying focused on the good stuff. So hopefully that has helped for this week. I've got some unboxings to do. I will try and get around to them this week. And I know this is absolutely crazy because we are all in and you would think that there would be time. But I work from home anyway, and not that much has changed for me, to be honest. I'm still really busy, which I am so grateful for. But it is meaning that I'm not getting to the unboxings that I was trying to get to. I will do my best this week to be able to get to those. So hang on in there. Hopefully I'll be able to put something up for you probably in the middle of the week, to be able to do like an unboxing, and I've got a couple that I need to do. So hopefully if you've enjoyed this video, you can give it a nice thumbs up. And if you like this kind of thing and you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. And I will speak to you again soon. Bye for now.